Oh no, Kyle. It happened again.
What happened, Mike?
Shrinkage.
Oh no.
I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
This is Gayish.
Hey, Kyle.
Hi. Hey, Mike.
Let's talk about Polari.
Okay. We talked about Polari on episode 1, the episode about fruit.
Fruit.
Le fruit. And we wanted to, I think we really loved it. I think you all really loved it. A lot of posts on the Facebook group about it. So we want to talk more about it.
So, announcement.
Okay.
We're going to do a Polari Word of the Week.
Yes. And every episode, there is going to be a Polari Word of the Week, but it's going to be embedded.
It's going to be a surprise.
It's going to be surprise hidden in the conversation, and one of us is going to be responsible for it each week, and we're just going to try to casually throw it in there and see if the other one notices.
Gayish. Casually throw it in there.
Let's see if you notice. What is that tickling my prostate? But regardless, we are going to then talk about the definition of that word. And so you can, if you don't care, you can just ignore that part. Like, I don't know. I just assume people just ignore parts they don't care about.
Yep.
They're used to that.
Did you see the listener that wrote in something about like, do you guys have a lot of inside jokes? Because I didn't understand some of the things you said.
And sometimes there isn't really an origin. It just happened and yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, he said, you said however, and he was very confused.
I don't know why. Well, I think I did explain that once, that like that I just think it's so funny when people say whom,
yeah, and
they don't know why. They just think it sounds fancy and it's not correct.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, that's not what this is about.
Hypercorrectness. Okay, so Polari, a little bit of history.
Do it.
It's not directly from the Wikipedia article on Polari. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It's a form of cant slang used in mostly the UK.
Which, okay, cant slang doesn't mean anything to most people.
Yeah. So a cant is a cryptolect, argot, anti-language, or secret language. It's the jargon or language of a group, often employed to exclude or mislead people outside of the group.
So this is English. It is not a distinct language from English. English? Did I say that right? Or does the word just sound weird to me? Anyway, it's not a distinct language. Language and English. Those words together.
Yeah.
Language, English.
Yeah.
Language. Anyway.
It does have an ISO language code.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool.
Yeah. So the ISO, the International Standards Organization, has like a whole bunch of codes for stuff, so PLD means this is in Polari, so you can like tag stuff with it, or you can like indicate in the metadata of a web page what language it's in.
Oh, interesting. Polari is a word you can indicate that your site is written in Polari?
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
Wow, so this is like a thing, although isn't it a dying?
It is.
Can't.
The internet has created a revival. Anyway. So, let's see. It can be traced back to at least the 19th century, but possibly as far as the 16th century. And it is just a code language that primarily was used by homosexual men in England in the 1940s and 50s, was its heyday.
Are you sure it wasn't his heyday?
Yeah. To communicate with each other and identify each other as being homosexual at a time when that had not yet been decriminalized.
Yeah. So you could drop a Polari word. If someone was like, huh? Then you'd know that they don't know it and move on. If they knew what it meant, then you can assume that probably they might be gay. Or also, wasn't it used by sex workers and homeless people? And
yeah, since the 19th century, Polari was used in London fish markets, the theater, fairgrounds, circuses, and gay men picked it up because there's a lot of us in theater. I don't know if you noticed.
Hey day.
So it was used among gay subculture, but it was also used in the Navy, by sex workers, by criminals. So it has this sort of like seedy underbelly to it. Just like me when I roll around in sunflowers. So Polari, it's not a full language, which we've already said. It's English, but with so much slang thrown in, it sounds like another language.
Yeah,
and it's pretty hilarious, actually. I think.
Yeah, a lot of them. Okay, so we're also going to get you up to speed on a few of the words we already know, so that you can get a running start, as they say in track and cocaine. So a few of the words we know. On the last episode, you did a word of the week, and it was bona, which
Bona.
means good.
Good.
A few of the other words, the sentence that...
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Mike.
Bona job.
Thanks. I want a bona job. Bona to vada, your Dolly eek is the phrase that you said, and also is the phrase that the Polari app welcomes you with. So I assume that's where you got it. But that's a good one to teach you a few of the basic words. Bona means good. Bona to vada. Vada means see, to see. Also, interesting one that I saw, vada vision means television. So it's like the
Vision,
word vada,
Look
vada vision, seeing vision. I don't know.
Vada vision.
Vada vision, television. Okay. Vada to see. Eek means face. You taught us that some of Polari is just flipping the word around. So ekaf, the backwards of face.
Yep.
the backwards of face. And then you shorten ekaf to eek.
Yep. Or raya is hair. Hair backwards is raya. So
Raya.
that's how you say hair. I think you have bona raya today, Kyle.
Oh, I've been having a good Raya days recently. Would you say I have Dolly Raya?
Sure.
Dolly means attractive or good looking.
It's better than naff raya.
Naff is bad.
Naff is bad.
Naff is bad. So to bring it all the way back, bona to vada, your Dolly eek. Good to see your attractive face.
Yeah.
Better than being a naff eek bad face. And one more that I just really like to get it out there to begin with is packet, which means your crotch. Which means your junk. And I just remember it, packet, like package.
Yep.
Any other words that you have? Oh, the one the one we learned recently, because it just came up as the like random word when I opened the app, is foreskin. Do you remember what it is?
No.
Coliseum curtains.
Coliseum curtain.
It's just so good.
Somebody on Twitter was trying to tell you how to say that you have a tiny butthole.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bijou.
Bijou.
Because bijou is small.
Mm-hmm. Holly?
It's a name. It is a name. You're right.
Harry?
Howard?
Howard Schultz?
Well, fucking shit.
You look that up.
I will. Here goes nothing.
What he says before I get a facial.
Yep.
Harris.
Harris. So hairy ass. Harris. You have a bijou.
That doesn't mean hairy ass. That's how you're remembering it.
Yeah.
Bijou Harris, tiny butthole.
Tiny butt.
Also my new drag name. So those are some of the words we know for now. We're going to keep saying words, and if you want to listen along and try to learn Polari with us, I'm really excited to... You're right, there are a lot of people that are writing about it, and I think I'm assuming that's how you found it, of people writing about it and talking about it.
I found it just researching for the fruit episode, because fruit is also a Polari word meaning gay person.
So yeah, there are some words that translated over into just regular everyone talking.
Zhuzh is a Polari word.
Yeah.
Like to freshen up, to prettify.
Prettify?
Mm-hmm.
So you can, just by listening to the podcast, start to learn Polari as well. Some other ways that... Why are you squinty?
I'm just wondering if it would be proper... Like, there is no proper Polari, I guess. It's just throw it out there because it's barely a language. But I was like if some top is going to come over, do you zhuzh your bijou Harris? Is that...
Oh, always. I have to make it look real Dolly.
Yeah.
Because I have a Bona Harris.
Mm-hmm.
So other ways you can learn it. We both downloaded the app that is simply called Polari.
Mm-hmm.
On Apple, you have to pay for it. It is a real... I don't want to say shitty. Yeah, I will say it's a real shitty app, real low tech, real low, but it has a dictionary with some words in there. You can probably find them elsewhere, but has a random word of the day. Our apps are different. I don't get why.
Yeah, the Android app is free, but it similarly has, there's a little quiz game that will quiz you on stuff, and you can look up words. It'll
give you a random one every day. So you can do that. There are also some, in our Facebook group, some YouTube videos people posted of people talking Polari. What is the radio show?
Round the Horn.
So
I love this story that there were these two characters in a BBC radio show called Round the Horn, and they would speak Polari to each other, and the shit that they were saying was fucking nasty, but the audience didn't know what they were saying was fucking nasty. The point was, they just thought it was gibberish.
Yeah.
And gibberish can be funny, and it was used that way, but like if you spoke Polari and you knew what they were saying, it was fucking foul.
Yeah. So a few places that you can go to learn if you want to explore on your own. Let us know your favorite Polari word. That'd be fun for us to learn what you like, and especially if people grew up speaking that or know of it, because that's where we got Bijou Harris, is from someone that knew Polari and spoke it. So.
Yep.
So that's your Polari primer.
Polari primer. So, word of the week, every week. We're not going to start doing the whole show in Polari. That would be what's bad? naff.
Naff. That would be naff.
That would be a naff idea.
Yeah. But we'll at least throw it in here and there.
Yep. So great. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. You say goodbye. I say hello.
You say goodbye. I say Polari.
Well, that's all for this mini episode.
It was me.
It was mini. It was an episode. And it was kind of gayish.
Yeah, so
Remember to the 3 R's: rate, review, and prescribe.
I'm Mike Johnson,
I'm Kyle Getz.
and be butch, be fabulous, stay out of the cold water.